Um, it's been a hot minute since I've streamed it all because I was working for a bit. It was super exhausting, but it went well. I was second AD, assistant director, so I had power. It was sick. But today I am going to go through my books because I've got some fun books. And yeah, dude, I'm shaky. I had Celsius and I didn't grab water. So the only thing I have to drink is Celsius, but that's okay. We're going to check my sound too, real quick. Dope. Checked it and it works. So good for me. Uh, First thing that we need to talk about is Handmaid's Tale. Because, well, no, let's back up. The first thing we need to talk about is Scientology. So I have the original thesis. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to grab some water real quick. I'll talk to you the whole way there because rewatch crew is going to be like, oh, where are you? Why'd you get quiet for a little bit? I know my buddy Alex is going to come in and watch. That's going to be really exciting. Oh, sink water. Let's go. I don't want to cover up my little cacti. But, anyways, Dianetics, the original thesis by L. Ron Hubbard. It has a lot of advertisements in it and a lot of weird. Hello. Uh, how are you doing? This is Alex, right? I assume so because it's your last name, but uh, yeah. I don't know what that song is, so couldn't possibly sing it. I'm very sorry. I can, however, show you a Dianetics book and the little drawing in it. It's apparently a person. Uh, Hi, hello. Uh, this is a guy having a headache while thinking about soccer, I guess. I do not speak Italian. I am from Atlanta. Uh, During moments when the potential of the analytical mind is reduced by weariness, illness, or similar circumstances, one or more of the perceptics contained in the engram. Oh my God, there's so many words in the Dianetics books. This technically isn't the main Dianetics book. It's, hey, UK England here. Nice. Please, soccer. No. But anyways, this isn't the main Dianetics. It's it's the original thesis, which is like a side book. I left my Dianetics book in LA. That's quite all right. I don't give a shit about you. It's called football. Haha. Yeah. Anyways, uh, the individual discovers himself in a dramatization of the moment of receipt of the engram. So I guess that means that some guy gets a headache because, oh, I remember why you were, I get it now why you were saying it's called football because I've been saying soccer. That makes sense. Watch out, we have a badass over here. Oh, yeah, because I said I don't give a shit about you. Oh, no. Yeah, right. Uh, Anyways, uh, this is a dude having a headache about football. Football, not soccer. I got it. And then it has a little illustration of a soccer ball hitting a woman's pregnant stomach and like the womb. And it's really fucking weird. but who knows? Oh, side note, I got Jesus on my nails. Uh, do, 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 do. Let me get rid of just one super weird one. Yeah, some weird book. Yeah, it's a Scientology book. It's like one of the Scientology Bibles, I guess, allegedly. I don't know if that's really true. I don't know if they consider their stuff like Bibles, but it's uh it is a religion. It's classified a religion for tax purposes. So I guess they would have like a holy book or whatever. And from what I understand, allegedly L. Ron Hubbard was like essentially their messiah. They believed that he didn't die, but he just like passed off his human body to do more research about the levels of Dianetics in a later life. Uh, yeah. I'll take the fire emoji. That's like the least weird of a lot of them. So, like, I'll take it. And I understand. I have been thinking that I should be more unhinged on the internet. I used to dress like super modestly because I was like super duper Christian. And then I was like, oh, I don't really care anymore. So, like, I'm just gonna be however I want to be. And if I want to look nice and feel like I look nice, I'm going to, and it'll be great. So, suck 1,000 dicks, asshole. It is what it is. You've only ever read Harry Potter. I have many Harry Potter books over here. Uh, anyways, being unhinged on the internet's a good time. I should do it more. But that little illustration was a soccer ball hitting a womb. We're going to see what other illustrations they've got. They've got a thing in the middle to apply to Scientology. Appreciate that. They've got the tone scale. I don't know what the fuck that is. Chapter 8. I want more. Oh my god, it's another one of these. Let's go. I actually, there's some comments that I'm like, should I respond to weird things? I'm still getting the hang of whether or not I want to like engage with weirdness or not, you know? Because that's views. So, like, that's kind of fine, right? But yeah. Anyways, that's fine. This has a guy now having a headache thinking about uh, a fetus again. Why are there so many illustrations about fetuses? Sorry for being weird. I appreciate the apology. Good times. Uh, Now these guys are creepy. Yeah, I mean, they are. Uh, when I was younger, I used to just be like, haha, well, I'm 16, you're a weirdo. And I managed to still say that up until like my mid 20s. Uh, but now I'm 32, so I'm not going to get away with my response being like, haha, I'm 16, you're a fucking weirdo. But I miss my mod. I had a mod and I don't have them anymore. Alex, I'm gonna make you a mod and you can delete the weird things. Ooh, oh no, okay. That one's going. That is about 16-year-old me. That's a bad time. No thanks. I am 32, yes. As great age. I feel like I know more than when I was younger, but not too much more. So I still get to be an idiot, and that's fun. Being an idiot is just like easy. I normally overthink things too much, but then when I'm like, no, be dumb, care less, my life gets better and things are nicer. Uh, Be a mod for you. I'm 32, feel like an old man. Why would you feel old at 32? We're still super young. And also, a person asking if they can be a mod. I actually can't tell if you're being helpful or being weird because I'd have to scroll back up in the chat and see if you were being weird. So, Ben, you appear to be uh, paying attention to these things. Uh, Let me know who's weird if you see them. I'll make you a mod. No, I won't actually. You are lovely though. Big fan. But you shouldn't feel old. Somebody says 42 today. Uh, so is it your birthday or are you just because today I'm 32, but I didn't turn 32 today. Uh, yeah, no. But oh, I didn't show you guys uh, the image of man having a headache, thinking about fetus, and then as the fetus gets bigger, it grows into a young person with a headache. So let me see what it says. I bet it's a bunch of nonsense words. Yes, it's your birthday. Oh, happy birthday. I really love birthdays. They're so much fun to like have a little holiday for yourself, you know? Uh, don't be fooled by these clothes. She is a good woman. I got back from working out. I was like, and you know what? My workout outfit today, pretty cute. And I need to live stream. I haven't live streamed in a while. So I'm going to do that. And I don't regret a single part of it. Nice meeting you, like your vibes. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that a lot. You have solid vibes from what I can see textually. Uh, I said that this was going to be a bunch of nonsense text, and I'm correct. The bulk of the data engram will be found before the age of 2. So, like, they think most of what they learn in their religion, they learn before they're 2 years old. Okay, whatever. The most important data is ordinarily in the period of infancy, birth, or prenatal, with the letter coming the preponderance of the important data, with the latter containing the preponderance of the important data. So, like, prenatal is the time when you learn everything. Okay. Let's see what else. People crying. What are they crying about? I'll show you the crying. The people are sad. Need more water mixed with like 2 sips of Celsius. Hold on. Now's a good time to say, if you're watching, go ahead and leave a like. But sad people crying, we're going to find out why. Since the contagion of aberrations is at work progressively, the children become progressively aberrated until at last the society itself is aberrated. I need to check. I think it has an index. I forget what aberrated means. Okay, well, oh, Justin, you lost me there. I checked the index for aberrated, and it was the second thing that was in here. Actually, it was the third. The first thing in. Thank you, Ben. You're right. Justin is a weirdo. Hold on. Let me real quick. Hi, user on this channel. There we go. Thank you, Ben. Good looking out. The first word in this glossary is all caps AA, and it stands for an attempted abortion case. I don't know why they're using it so much in this book that they need to abbreviate it, but the second term is abbreviate. So I needed that if I didn't understand what was happening in the first term, why it was AA, and why that related to attempted abortion. You know, it's not like the same as water. Water with some Celsius in it. It's certainly not hydrating. Third word is aberrated, which we came back here to learn. Uh, it means affected by aberration. So that didn't help us. But then the next word is aberrations, comes from Latin aberre, to wander from, ab, away, whatever, to wander, hence a departure from rational thought or behavior. This is definitely a word that uh, L. Ron Hubbard made up, right? Am I stupid? Again, I was talking earlier about how being dumb is probably for the best and probably kind of nice, but now I'm a little concerned that I am stupid. Hi, Jay Willie. uh, and Ben Horwood, thank you. I like learning with you too, learning about Dianetics. Aberrations. In Dianetics, it further means the abere's reaction to and difficulties with his current environment. See rest of text for use of and explanation of its cause and remedy. Aberrate, an aberrated individual, sane or insane, containing unrelieved engrams. Engrams, I need to double check what they mean, because I think that's the things that they like have in what is it? The fuck are engrams? We're gonna find out. There's e-meter. I beat an e-meter once. I went to the Scientology Celebrity Center. Words are so hard right now. I went to the Scientology Celebrity Center in LA, and I got to use the little uh, e-meter things, the cans that you hold, and then it is essentially just like an old-timey lie detector test. You have to talk to them about the stuff that you're going through, and then it will, based on like your heart rate or whatever, move up or down on the e-meter, the little reader part. And they were asking me all these personal questions. Oh, my neighbors moved out. Sorry. They were asking me all these personal questions and trying to see what my responses were going to be on the e-meter. And I was just like straight up lying to the auditors. That's what the Scientologists who run the little tests are. I just lied the entire time. I said that like most of my emotional problems come from jealousy of my older sister, and that I'm like not handling our rivalry well or whatever. But I don't have a sister. So, uh, well, while live in LA, London weather is rubbish. Oh, you're from London? Damn. It seems really cool. All my work just moved to London. Uh, I work for Marvel normally, and uh, they just moved like all their work from Atlanta over to London. So that kind of sucks, but whatever, you know. An engram, let's find out. Uh, okay. It's all in caps and it just seemed really intense. But it is a period of physical pain, including unconsciousness and antagonism experienced by an individual, group, or society, and residing thereafter as irrational and restimulatable dramatizations. Dude, I understand how people get like roped into Scientology because it seems like if you're smart, like you can only understand it if you're smart and stuff. But really, it's a bunch of nonsense words put all together. I'm sorry, allegedly, in my opinion, I'm going to add all these things because Scientology is incredibly litigious. But in my opinion, it's a bunch of nonsense words strung together, and it's really ridiculous and it sounds stupid. Um, but that's just, again, my opinion. Anyways, let's talk about The Handmaid's Tale real quick. The Handmaid's Tale is a TV show about a woman escaping a cult, and the lead actress in it is Elizabeth Moss, who is a Scientologist. And I just think she's also a producer, you know, and I just think that I've uh, noticed, in my personal opinion, that some of the show, her character seems to act in a way that would align with potentially the way some Scientologists might address an issue. Like, for example, they have a like recovery group of girls who are like handmaids and Marthas and stuff, and they all meet up in this library and have this whole thing where they're trying to like get better and move on together. And June comes in like a fucking wrecking ball, and I understand that it's not necessarily supposed to be that like, oh, she's making the right choice, but for some reason, when you watch it, it kind of really strikes you, in my opinion, as if the the uh, show almost supports June's side. I don't know that that's true in any way, and there's probably not. I need to watch interviews with the makers of it, but it's weird that she comes in and kind of chastises everybody for trying to move on and be better, and she just wants to get revenge. And Scientology, allegedly, really believes in revenge. That is kind of one of their things. What's it called? Like scorched earth theory or something? That they need to absolutely destroy their enemies. That's why they're SPs, suppressive persons, that they're not supposed to talk to anymore. Uh, which is just anybody who talks bad about Scientology. Ooh, Alex, what are you saying? I once looked at a Scientologist wrong, and using brain magic, he launched me through the front window of a Kmart. Allegedly, Alex, allegedly, he launched you through the front window of a Kmart. We don't know that that happened. We're not positive. Dude, they are so litigious, it's crazy. Ooh, as more light is coming up, you can see my reflector. That's fun. No, he launched me over the ledge. What are you talking about? Me saying it's alleged. That's, I guess, I guess it's not. I guess that happened for real, and Scientology can come after you, not me, for making up nonsense. Oh, he put the little emoji, so that means that it was fake and nothing he can be taken, or nothing he said can be taken as anything other than satire. I believe you're 100% covered now. Uh, uh, Networking, one of my mother's old phrases. Even in her 60s, she still did something she called that. Those, as far as I could see, all it meant was having lunch with some other woman. Okay, that's cool. That was unrelated to the talk about Scientology and Handmaid's Tale. I just had that line highlighted, and I thought that it would be interesting, and it wasn't. So Love that. Very non-SP, very satire. Absolutely. We would never come after Scientology. How dare we? That's unacceptable. I have a lot of this book highlighted. I didn't realize that. Like, I'm very good at highlighting in uh, organized fashion so that, oh, I forget, there's probably, I forget what each color meant, but there's probably a glossary because I'm incredible and I love me and I look out for me. But I say probably, I'm actually not certain. But I feel like I remember making one somewhere in here. Yes, here it is. Orange means what the fuck. Uh, right, take care, keep your head up. Aw, thank you, Ben. Appreciate you. You're a champ. Really helped out on this one. Uh, yeah, but orange highlighting means what the fuck. Blue means okay, but it doesn't have a question mark. Uh, so I don't know what I mean by like okay. Just it's an okay, it's a fine whatever line because why would I highlight that and use a whole color highlighter for that? I'm not sure. It's whatever. Purple is gorgeous. So all the lines that are gorgeous. Yellow, I should have written in some other color to find out what the fuck it says. But of note, yellow's just of note. I don't understand how that's really different from okay. I guess it's a step above okay because okay isn't really of note, is it? Uh, green is too real. Super cool. Pink is, oh no. Pink is intense female badassery. Oh, hey Amanda, how you doing? Hanging out. We're reading Handmaid's Tale because we were talking about Scientology. Uh, I'm actually not reading Handmaid's Tale. I'm reading my glossary of how I highlighted the Handmaid's Tale because I had color coded highlights because I'm incredible. Ooh, I meant to grab a highlighter to highlight stuff while I was reading this. That's fine. It's whatever. Okay. We're gonna grab the Testaments. Aha. Okay. So the Testaments is the sequel to The Handmaid's Tale. Incredible, right? Thank you. The Testaments is the sequel to The Handmaid's Tale. And I'm pretty sure, somebody correct me if I'm wrong on this, but it doesn't like super necessarily matter to the timeline. It came out, it was written after one season and then came out after another season had already come out. So I think it was like written after the second season and came out by the time the third season was done airing. This is important. This matters. Just wait for it. I'm getting back to it. So, bitch, uh, this book comes out after another season has happened, but it was based off of a lot of things that happened uh, in the second season. So, like, one, there's a whole bunch of like kids captured in the show. I'm going to some light spoilers for season 2 or 3 of The Handmaid's Tale. I don't know. Uh, I didn't watch or read that series because the women seemed so angry about it. Oh no, I'm just joking for the record. Oh, honestly, Alex, I had to reread it because I was like, is he being a piece of shit? But no, you're not. You never are. You're a lovely person. Anyways, this book absolutely tried to base some of its lore off of what happened in the TV show. And then the TV show strayed really hard from it. And it was really weird. And now they're making this book, The Testaments, into a TV show. And it will be the sequel for the Handmaid's Tale TV show. And it makes no sense on its own. It is like it makes no sense as a TV show on its own, following up The Handmaid's Tale, because it doesn't relate. And also, okay, can I just say, I'm going to say I might lose viewers for this. I don't think any of y'all really care about The Handmaid's Tale. I'm going to give a spoiler for the Testaments. You find it out on like the first page of the Testaments, but it is crazy. And the show, if they're going to make the Testaments, it's going to be wild. Anyways, Aunt Lydia, who is a bad guy in the TV show, she turns out to the whole time actually be working for the rebellion, and she's actually like a really good guy, but she had to do a bunch of really bad things to like make the world better and bring down the evil government from the inside. And that's just so dumb. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. But they did it, and it reads like a YA novel, and it's terrible, especially because like the whole first part of it is extended lore for the universe. So like it's interesting because the TV show forces us to focus on June all the time, our Scientology queen, I guess. But there's so many other things going on in that world that it's crazy to only be focusing on this one person. But oh God, I'm so thirsty, bro. That's a problem. It's because this is mixed with Celsius. It is not. You should not drink water mixed with Celsius if you're dehydrated. It's a bad move. God, my hair dried pretty nice today. I'm honestly pretty excited about it. Or days ago, whenever I last washed my hair, there's no way to know. That's okay. Anyways, The Handmaid's Tale, the Testaments sequel, uh, it gives you so much extended lore that's like really interesting, and it's super fun. Uh, and then it becomes a YA novel where it's just like a heist. I'm not giving away the 2 days ago. Thank you for knowing when I washed my hair. That's nice of you. That's good looking out. That's truly being a bro. I can't tell if that's a hair or a shadow. It's a shadow. Excuse me. Uh, yeah, that's a shadow. That's all right. That's fun. But thank you. Amanda keeps track of my life and how I'm doing, and I would not know how I'm doing if it was not for her. I would, and also I would be doing more poorly. But yay, Amanda. Back to the Testaments, which I'm not spoiling, uh, but the Testaments itself kind of spoils the Handmaid's Tale. Actually, I wonder, Amanda, are you gonna watch the whole Handmaid's Tale? Because it's basically only you that I'm sitting here not spoiling. An honor and a pleasure. Oh, thank you. But yeah, I'm basically here just not spoiling the Handmaid's Tale for you. Um, because I highly doubt that really anybody here cares about spoilers for the Testaments and the Handmaid's Tale. Oh, well, if they're rewatch, you can go for it. I'll get there eventually. Okay, so oh my God, this stupid book. It ends with everything being fine. It ends with nothing bad having happened to basically anybody at any point. And well, I'm supposed to watch the rest of The Handmaid's Tale knowing that every single major character ended off perfectly good, totally fine, no worries. And 100 years from that, in the uh, first book, I feel unhinged right now, and I really don't give a shit. care so much. The first book ends with a symposium, like 100 years later, where they're talking about how Gilead was so evil and bad, but they're still like shitty to women, and you can kind of tell like the point of the book and the ending there is that uh, even though Gilead's done, it still was big enough and influential enough and like, you know, terrible enough that it influenced society and made it worse. And that like you kind of can't necessarily go through stuff that's so terrible and not be influenced by it societally, and that is really relevant to now. I think that it was great that they made The Handmaid's Tale, because you watch society just get a little grosser and grosser the more things we choose to put up with, like politically and like socially, like when uh the fucking uh, Nazis were marching around with the Jews will not replace us shit. Holy fuck. Afterwards, people could be way more anti Semitic and have it be uh fine. Like I watched like a lot of conservatives just go along with it, because every time they take a little bit farther into evilness, it makes it so that a little bit more evilness is acceptable. And that's what the end of The Handmaid's Tale is about. And that's really good. That's super awesome. The Testaments came out like 40 years after The Handmaid's Tale, something like that. I'll look into it and figure out 10 hours later. Dude, I have so many feelings on it, and I also get distracted super easily. So when I'm making a point about something, it's probably not going to be fantastically coherent, because I'm working on it. I'm doing my best. I drank a lot of Celsius and I'm feeling very antsy. That's a large part of the reason why I decided to stream. Also, just because I haven't hung out in a while. And also because I get more subscribers when I stream and I get longer watch time, Uh, and that felt like a good thing to work on, just while I had some free time. That was all very coherent. Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate that greatly. I am doing my fucking best to, hold it together. By hold it together, I don't mean necessarily that I'm falling apart, but simply that I'm trying to get it all together for the first time newly. But thank you. Anyways, uh, the the 13th symposium. The last one ends with the 12th symposium, 100 years after Gilead. And this one ends with the 13th symposium the next year. So, like 101 years after Gilead. And they are being like, oh, last year we said some really sexist shit. And we're really sorry about that. That's not who we want to be as a society, and we're better than that. So yeah, we're sorry. And that's dumb as shit, because how do you make it 100 years after Gilead still having ingrained sexism because of the like how society had been? But next year, 101 years later, everything's chill, everything's cool, it's all better, and we've fixed sexism, guys. Do not worry. But also, okay, I'm gonna need to double check this. Um, I know for a fact the first book also like briefly addresses racism, in that it talks when they were segregating everybody, that they segregated people by race as well. So you'd think that that would come up in the second book, if the point of the book is to be like, oh, we solved everything. It's all better now. We fixed it. Um, did you fix the racism part too, or is it just the sexism? Because yikes, you really missed the mark. But I'm gonna double check. We're checking in the book. Thank you, all the viewers that I've had during this. It's been lovely. Please feel free to subscribe. Um, do. Okay, it doesn't get interesting. It says that Gilead only listed margin of error of between 10 and 30 years must be assumed. So then they're going to act like 100 years later, this 30-year part. Is there a page ripped out of here? No, but there's like there's like ripped paper in the middle of this. This is, I'm sorry. That I've gotten really off the rails here. I was really just trying to talk about Scientology and The Handmaid's Tale for a little bit. But let's see what else we've got here. Because I got to talk about the Testaments. We've got the Mormon Bible. Would you like the Mormon Bible? That's fun. We have uh, Bones and All. I had to see Bones and All with Amanda uh, 2 times, or was it 3 times? How many times did we have to watch Bones and All? Because that was some of the worst experiences I've ever had in a movie theater, but some of the best because I got to go see it with Amanda and it was great and she's lovely. I did offer because I knew that you were making a video on it. Everybody should go watch Amanda's video. All 26 people should go see her. Way more people who watched that video, but still, it was on Bones and All, and I had to suffer through Bones and All for that video to exist. Well, I wouldn't have had to suffer through it. I could have just like ignored it entirely. I'm kidding. I'm so sorry. Oh, sad face. Oh no, I'm totally kidding about all of that. Oh, that, yeah, I'm sorry. That's, I do not mean, I was just shit talking Bones and All, but not you. I had a great time seeing it with you. It was very fun. So, yeah. This book is just, you agree, you don't love it. uh okay, this is Alex. I watched it with an AA head in Brooklyn and she kept telling me how it's an analogy for addiction and I'm like, shrug emoji, this movie goofy. There were a lot of good parts of that comment, Alex. First of all, with an AA head, that's pretty fun. uh, Really derogatory in a way that I wouldn't expect. So pretty funny, pretty big fan of that. And then uh, yeah, an analogy for addiction. It felt like an analogy for a lot of things. Um, one of them felt like an analogy for being gay. Like, I felt like, especially after the initial scene where it's her and that other girl before she like bites her finger off, she's just like there being kind of almost snuggly and it seems really gay. And then it's not gay, and that sucks, and I was really pissed. But then the rest of the movie seems like it's uh, the gay one was the most intentional. See, thank you. That seems accurate to me because it really, yeah, it really felt like it was about being gay, and it pissed me off because the message was ultimately you should do what you want to do, be gay, even if it physically harms everybody around you, or even like metaphorically harms the people around you. It's like, I'm sorry, being gay doesn't harm the people around you, and you're actually being super weird, making that the metaphor that you're going for. And it makes it kind of seem like you hate gay people, but that you want to tolerate them. Oh, God, you guys. Oh, no. I was looking through some books earlier too, and one of them is my middle school diary with pink tape. It's pretty great. I will grab it, but I write about politics in there, and I really Christian and conservative, and it is pretty bad. Uh, we're gonna set down bones and all for 2 seconds, and uh, we're gonna go this one, okay? But we're reading this comment first. A lot of horror sets up for great allegories, but then can get messy in the conclusion. Like Smile is basically, you'll never get over trauma, might as well die. Oh no, that is like 100% the plot of Smile. Oh my god. Uh, yeah, I knew that it, like, yeah, it, I, I have lots of feelings on Smile. I kind of, the first one, I didn't see the second one. I heard it got better. I forget what people said. I only heard that from people who also write horror movies. So I can see why they wouldn't want to like insult any of their buddies or anything, and why they want to be extra supportive. But that doesn't mean that they're not giving their real opinions, you know? It just means that they're being polite about it. But uh I I know I saw the first one, and it was a a time. um, well, I saw it like 6 or 7 times, and didn't super enjoy it any of them. But I kept wondering if, like, hey, maybe this will be the time. It was at the drive-in, so, and I was going to the drive-in for free at the time because I went alone enough that they stopped charging me. So that was pretty nice. Pretty sad, but I don't really give a shit. It works for me. It's free movies. Oh, I was gonna go there tonight. Um, oh, that's in an hour. I wonder if I'm gonna do that. Uh, that'd be kind of fun, live streaming Wolfman. I don't know how much energy I'm going to have to keep live streaming after I've been doing it for a little bit, you know. But I need to get that live streaming stamina up, because that's how you really do it, is just never leave the screen. Just stay doing that. See, I'd love to like just keep going about my day live streaming, but I want to sit and watch trials, and I can't get Streamlabs to put up the thing at the same time. Hey, stranger, hope you're doing well. All the best, and congratulations on quitting smoking. Cheers. Aw, thank you. You watched my short. That's really nice. I really appreciate that. So thank you so much. Uh, yeah, I I I couldn't get Streamlabs to put up a trial at the same time, and I got overridden when I said that I should simply put on trials on the TV and just play it out loud, and it'll be fine. It'll sound like shit, but who's gonna care really? Because, like, who really gives a shit what I'm up to, you know? That sounds like I'm being harsh on myself, but I mean that in a freeing way, as in, like, people aren't uh, like concerning themselves over me, and that's pleasant and makes me feel good. Okay. Oh, I can help with that at some point. Thank you, Amanda, you queen. Literally always just being a queen and helping out, because I don't know how to do anything at all. Really bad at basically everything that exists, but especially streaming stuff. I mean, oh, this says middle of the book, and is, I'm going to try not to show that other side because I don't know what it says. it just says middle of the book with a bunch of stickers, but it is absolutely not the middle of the book if you look at it like this, because I was so paranoid of people reading my diary that I ripped into small bits and flushed in the girls' bathroom at the school any of my diary pages that were too vulnerable. Because one time I got my notebook stolen and I had written about like, oh, it's Alyssa and Jordan, that was his name. They found it and were like, oh my God, you like Jordan, but he's popular and you're not. Isn't that such a popular boy name for middle school, too? Was there a Jordan who was like uncool? That it wouldn't be cool now, but the guy on uh, the Golden Bachelorette, the one who seemed like he was in his 30s. His name was Jordan. He was like in his 60s. See, it's a young, hip person's name. I don't even really like that name that much. I'm sorry if one of my viewers right now is named Jordan. My bad. But, anyways, this book, I was going to get to the part where I say some problematic shit. Oh, I wrote down the Brave Spring training schedule. That's pretty good. Oh, I said I would stop streaming when I get down to uh, no more viewers outside of the my friends who I know are watching right now, and we're getting uh, dangerously close here. So, oh, I've got a prayer list in here. Oh, no, views are going back up, so we can't stop yet. Oh, this page, Amanda, I almost texted it to you earlier. It was, first of all, it begins with a 303 quote. Of course, the I said, shush, girl, shut your lips, do the Helen Keller, and talk with your hips. One of the more inappropriate lines, but not nearly as inappropriate as me dressing as Helen Keller for Halloween in 2014, the year of our Lord 2014, when it was definitely not cool. But love it already. Yes, that it begins so incredibly, but then goes on to say, so last night was crazy. Walmart then making shirts that say Edward Cullen isn't real and Alice is sexy. So that's we did. It was to see, I forget, wait, does it say which movie that I watched? Uh no. I think it was maybe it wasn't the new Twilight movie. It was like Harry Potter or something that we saw at midnight, and we wore Twilight shirts to it. And I knew that you would appreciate my Alice is Sexy shirt. Anyways, then I went to MGM. It says Riding Tower of Terror for the first time ever. So that was great. Tower of Terror, my favorite ride because it's about my favorite show, The Twilight Zone. Making Friends on Rock and Roller Coaster, which Amanda, you didn't get to go on because it was shut down. Yelling tacos, fuck yeah, on the ride because uh, I don't, what was this, like 2009, 2008? Some sort of, uh, yeah, I did. Rock and Roller Coaster? No, you didn't. It was shut down. That's the, we went on it. The Aerosmith themed one? Maybe that's, did they rework it and it's not Aerosmith themed anymore? And that's why the one that plays music, is that Rock and Roller Coaster? Or is that, I think that one's Rip Ride Rocket in Universal. The one that has Lay Disco. Yeah, that's, I think, Rip Ride Rocket in Universal. And the oh yeah, of course it would have to be Rock and Roller Coaster because it says here that I went to MGM that night. So I wouldn't have gone to MGM and Universal in the same day. So that makes sense. I guess I could have thought of that. Uh, Monorail surfing, uh, friends running through a fountain in the cold, blah, 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 feasting at McDonald's, watching Role Models again. So this was definitely like 2009 or something. Then it says Twilight dork, smiley face, less than 3 emoji, and then gay Twilight high fives, and then just Twilight in all caps. So pretty good times, my dude. Mm. Um, anyways, to get dark as hell, once it gets to the political part, I start saying how environmentalism is a waste of time and that abortion should be illegal. So that probably wasn't great. Twilight and Role Models were 2008, so that tracks. LOL. Yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense to me. Uh, anyways, we're going to go with uh, which one? Ooh, we've got Ethan Hawke's book. I'm not even in the frame right now. Hello, I'm back in frame. We've got Ethan Hawke's book. We've got uh, a Maureen Johnson book. We've got, oh, this book. I don't know what this is, and I need to talk about it for 2 seconds. It will not be long, but this is like a it's like a diary thing. Okay, I need to not. This is like a weird diary thing with like clear pages and photos, and I have no idea where I got it. I don't remember buying it, and it doesn't have any sort of like. There's no. It's just like covered in a map. There's a nothing, and then there's a fuckload of Polaroids in the front. So I don't know what this is or why it is, but I have it. And uh, we're about to be wrapping up stream here because I don't feel like going through Ethan Hawke's book, even though it is hilarious. Yeah. And I'm burnt out on stream. I can't do it like the greats can who go for ever. That's what she said. Um, yeah, I'm going to learn to stream for longer here soon. But oh, if I talk for another 2.5 minutes, then I made it for an hour. This feels like when I run on the treadmill and it gets down to the last. I always, if I'm not feeling great and I just want to go to the gym just for the purpose of making myself feel like I've done something, I walk on the treadmill until I've burned 69 calories and then I stop because I'm a fucking child. It's the dumbest shit in the world. But I was just about to end stream and it hops back up. I've got 2 more minutes left of it. So, how are you guys doing? You doing well? In the rewatch crew, let me know in the comments. Hang out and say stuff, I guess. You guys are super cool. I'm at like 739 subscribers now. I started when I logged back into my teenage YouTube account. This one, the other day was my 16-year anniversary on YouTube, actually. But when I logged back in, I had like 660 subscribers. So I'm just trying to get 100 of my own in my adult life that wasn't weirdos for a teenager back in the day. I'm kidding, partially because I think I had viewers who weren't weird. I had plenty of cool ones, but whatever. All right, we've got exactly 1 minute left of this. I guess I don't have a minute of content anywhere in my bones. It's nowhere in me. Oh, my phone just told me low power mode. So perfect. This is wonderful timing. Crushing it. Thank you. I appreciate it. You are wonderful. Everybody who watched is wonderful. Everybody watching in this current moment is wonderful, even though I'm pretty sure it's Alex and Amanda. Um, yeah, it's been a really fun time. I'm glad that I got to do this again because I just kind of was ignoring it for a while. But yeah, it's really fun. It's a good time. I'll be moving soon. I just got a roommate. I didn't even say any of that, but I just got a roommate. So I'll be moving soon into a 2 bedroom with them, and it's going to be really sick. And I will be live streaming from my new room. So you'll get to see that. But yeah, I passed an hour. Go me. Really proud of myself. I hope that you guys have a beautiful evening. And who knows, maybe I'll make it to the drive in. Maybe I'll make it tomorrow or to the late showing of it tonight, but probably tomorrow, actually. That sounds like a good time. Anyways, I hope you have a beautiful evening. You guys are the greatest. You're so perfect. All right. Good night.